Welcome into Under the Lights. We got week 7 here on KSHB 41. We got a lot of good matchups for you ahead. We start with our Hy-Vee game of the week. Let's take a look. Aquinas coming into this game, starting their season 3-0 with an upset over Blue Valley Northwest before losses to St. James Academy and Rockers the past 2 weeks. Now Miege, perfect 5-0 with wins over St. James and over Rockers. Could Bishop Miege stay undefeated in this rivalry? Well, there is only one way to find out. To the highlights we go. Saints versus Stags, game of the week, and let me tell you, this one gets good late. Stags up 5, trying to get the game away. Mac Armstrong scrambles, but he fumbles the ball. Saints recover it. Aquinas knocking on the door. They go to work. Touchdown, Sean Carroll, and the very next play, here it is. Beautiful pass, 2-point conversion. Aquinas leads by a field goal with under 2 to play. Final chance for the Stags. They need 3. Interception. Aquinas. That is Wyatt Lewis with the sealing pick there. Undefeated and no more. Miege falls 29-26. St. Thomas Aquinas wins it.
Well, that's high school football. I mean, we have, last week, first half, we did exactly what we did tonight, first half, and it cost us a game. We just killed ourselves. And tonight, the second half, we didn't do that. We sustained drives.
All right, let's turn our attention now to the Center Yellow Jackets hosting the Odessa Bulldogs on this Friday evening. We take a look at Center's past 6 games. Here they are. The team has been outscoring their opponents, get this, 319-87. Could that trend continue against the 4-2 Odessa Bulldogs? Let's find out. We'll get right into this one. Here we go. Odessa in scoring position. Jane Palmer gets the handoff, takes it into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs 7-0 still in the first. Yellow Jackets, Joseph Vick to Kadarius Williams for the short touchdown run, all tied up. Center on the attack, 2 and 6. Vick finding Ja'Cory Love across the middle. That's 14-7 the score. Yellow Jackets lead here, nearing the end of the first, 3rd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Rolls right, the pass picked by Jaden Latham. Yellow Jackets with a chance to score before the end. 1st and 10 from the 30. Here it comes again. Vick to Love. Touchdown. Center taking the dub, 62-14. Let's go to the Piper Pirates, trying their hand at the DeSoto Wildcats. DeSoto up 7-0 in this one. Through the first quarter, Carson Miller drops back. It's a beautiful pass, but to the wrong team. Piper's Taiwan Griffin gets down. Grabs it, 25-yard line is where he's taken down, but it's a turnover. Now 3 and out and a turnover gets it back to DeSoto. Aaron Henson, though, finds his way to Miller for the QB sack. The defense for Piper, hot all night, but Miller with a chance for redemption. Here comes the pressure, avoids the sack, goes straight up the middle. I had a hard time finding him. Takes it all the way down, a nice little 15-yard scramble. A little bit of Mahomes magic in that one. All right, this sets it up for this. Handoff to Bennett Hutchinson over the top. DeSoto has 2 scores up by the half. They go on to win 24-0, shut out Piper. All right, moving on, we take a look at the Northland clash. North Kansas City 5-1 on the season with their lone loss coming to Platte County in week 2. The Northmen also 1-0 on the season. Their only loss coming to Lee Summit last week. Here we go. Historic night, Oak Park here, early second quarter. McKean Staten with the 17-yard touchdown, 6-0. Late third quarter, here we go. Oak Park with the answer. They tie it at 6-all. We'll pick it up late fourth quarter. Aiden Hinkle here with the fade to Xavier Williams. He out-muscles Chase Porter for the ball, 22-yard pick. Oak Park inside the 15. A couple plays later, Hinkle here now with a nice little swing pass to Marlon Gant Jr. for the 8-yard touchdown. Oak Park takes a 13-6 lead. That would be your final. Oak Park moving 6-1 on the season. All right, we're going to take our first break on Under the Lights, but here's what's coming up. Stay with us. We're going to check in on the Crossroads League, where Van Horn hosts Summit Christian. Also, we had to head west to the Sunflower League, where Olathe South matched up against Shawnee Mission Northwest. We will see you after the break. All right, welcome back into Under the Lights. We got plenty more high school football to cover from all over the KC metro area, but let's start back up on the Kansas side. We had Olathe South at Shawnee Mission Northwest. Homecoming night. All right, we'll pick it up 3rd and goal. Falcons Bryce Nordberg goes for the pass, but it's caught by the Cougars. Joshua McKinswick 1st and 10 are where the Cougs are going to pick up over. QB Logan Morley drops back, deep pass. Malik Oatis gets it to the 1-yard line, just shy of that end zone. So we'll pick it up second and goal, 10 seconds on the clock. Direct snap to Oatis, who fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. They get the first points of the night, but the Falcons come back in this one. Olathe South winning this one 25-18. Let's go to Summit Christian at Van Horn. Early first quarter, Sammy Bailey here with a 3-yard touchdown run. Van Horn up by 7-0 middle first quarter. Christian Neely to DeMarcus Pinson for the 35-yard strike. Van Horn taking a 14-0 advantage. Now, 2 series later, David Gilkson trying to field the punt, can't come up with it. Live ball. Van Horn's Terrell Johnson recovers it there. Next play, Bailey again, this time 4-yard touchdown run. Van Horn 21-0 middle second quarter. DeMarcus Pinson in at QB now on the QB sweep, cuts it to his left and off to the end zone. 74-yard touchdown run. A good little cutback for some good measure. Here you go. To introduce himself to our KSHB 41 viewing audience. There you go, Van Horn taking the 28-0 lead. They go on to win this one. They shut it out 59-0. All right, it's now time for our Metro matchup moment of the night, sponsored by DePasquale Moore Law Firm. We have Northeast at Sumner. First quarter, Cameron Johnson to Howard Peoples on the 47-yard touchdown connection. Sumner taking a 7-0 lead. Still first quarter here, this time Antonio Harrison with a 10-yard touchdown rumble. They take the 14-0 lead. Second quarter, Harrison with an 80-yard rumble. Yeah, you heard me, 80 yards to the house. There he goes, gets away and just keeps on going. 42-0 lead into the half. Sumner wins it. They got a shutout, 56-0. Again, that was our Metro matchup moment of the night, sponsored by DePasquale Moore Law Firm. Liberty North at Blue Spring South. We pick it up in the first quarter. Caden Durso here with 35-yard pick six. North taking a 7-0 lead. Still first quarter, Micah Joe Barnett with a 17-yard touchdown rumble. Liberty North with a 14-0 lead. Late first quarter, Sam Van Dyne to Xavier Horn, 16-yard pass. North takes advantage of this one. Liberty North rolls to a 41-7 win. And winning means that we're going to bring in Dion Clisso of Preps KC, because the man doesn't do anything but win. And tell us about high school football, right? Okay, let's first talk about Aquinas and Bishop Miege. Is that what you saw happening tonight?
I thought Miege was going to get that win overall, but especially the way that Aquinas did it. Usually Aquinas, their pattern is get ahead of you, keep you down, make you chase all night long. And they did the chasing, and they came back and won that game. What a great win for them tonight.
It was an exciting one, but also Sumner and Odessa. What did you take away from that matchup?
That you got to score about 60 points if you want to hang with Sumner. I don't, they've got a great one coming up next week, but Odessa's a solid football team, and they're just rolling people every week. And Sumner is really padding their resume very well and looking like a team that could go really deep in Class 4 in Missouri. Okay,
so let me ask you this. After all the high school football that you have consumed tonight, what was the biggest surprise for you this Friday?
I'd probably say that the way that Aquinas came back definitely was. And then, Gardner Edgerton beating Lawrence the way they did as well. Those were 2 good wins for both those teams.
All right, Dion, we're going to check back in with you later on in the show. It's time to take another break because we got a final segment coming up. When we return, we got some big matchups on the horizon you don't want to miss. We'll see you after the break in Under the Lights.
Now, here are your latest headlines.